Okay, so here we are in the kitchen, getting ready to make a giant spicy veggie bowl. First thing I do is put in a little bit of water, no butter, no oil, no nothing. Then I take out the vegetables. I'm also going to check the clock. It is 2:15. I want to see how long it takes to make this. I know it's quick, and I'm going to put the ingredients in the pan in order as they need to cook. And I'm going to start with my cabbage. I used to use rice, but I can't figure out if rice is good for me or not. Every other person I talk to says it's good or it's bad. And yes, I know 1 billion people in China, around the world, live on rice. And they seem to be doing fine. But just for now, I switched to cabbage. Got some purple cabbage. Nice generous amount in there. Alright, next I'm going to go with carrots. I love carrots. They're healthy, they taste delicious, they add a lot of texture to your meal. Now, I like to use a fine dice on most of these vegetables. I like it to cook quickly, but not get too soft. You know what I mean? I like a little crunch to my meal. I like a little texture. I like to have some of the softer foods mixed in with some of the crunchier foods. I'm kind of big on texture. Flavor's great. I'm still working on my knowledge of spices, etc. So put the carrots in. Pan's starting to heat up a little bit. Next we'll go with broccoli. I love me some broccoli. Very healthy. Great roughage. Beautiful green color. I like the stems and all. Chop it all up. Bit of a fine chop on this as well. The broccoli's going to cook a little faster, so some larger chunks are okay. They'll still be palatable. And I like to go ahead and put in a pretty good amount. You literally cannot have too much broccoli, in my humble opinion. Now you can notice what I've got here is, when I go to the store, I like to stop at Whole Foods. I'll just buy whatever I need, put it in the green veggie bags, and just leave them just like that. Take out all my stuff all at one time in the fridge, and when something runs out, I put it on the list. That way it's very easy to track exactly what I need, and when I run out of something, I put it on the list, and I just stop by the store once a day. Just rinse off my green pepper there. I like to buy organic because you don't have to do a lot of cleaning. You know, you don't have to scrub the outside of the vegetables and wonder if you're getting all the chemicals off. Just buy organic. You think it's expensive eating healthy? Try getting sick. Then you see what expensive is. Alright. Got some green peppers rocking. Give the whole thing a shake. That looks beautiful. Look at all that color in there. Texture, roughage, vitamins, minerals. It's all in there. Looking awesome. Alright. let's go ahead with some Brussels sprouts. Looks like I've only got 3 left. I'll have to put Brussels sprouts on the list. This one's got a little brown spot. Just cut that right off. That looks fantastic. Now, Brussels sprouts actually is pretty tough on the inside. So I like to give it a bit of a fine chop on this as well. Not as hard as carrots, but the center part can be pretty firm. And I'll try to break down the total nutritional value of this meal and post it online so you can take a good look at it. Alright, what do we have? We got tomatoes and onions. Put the tomatoes in last. Get a little onion going. Okay. Now I like onion. It's good for you. Tastes great. I don't mind bigger pieces of onion. And like I say, anything you don't like, just leave out of this. Anything you do like, go ahead and add it. Alright, that looks nice. A nice healthy supply of onions. Gives you amazing breath also. Give it a shake. Now that looks hearty. That's going to be filling. Going to go ahead and put in some black beans, some black eyed peas. I'm going to open both of these cans, mix them together, and then put in about a cup into my spicy veggie bowl. And then at the last minute, we're going to put in some spices. Just give it a couple minutes to get everything softened up here while I open up these cans. Now what I like to do with my beans is open them from the can, put them in a strainer, and then wash them out really good in the sink. That gets rid of anything that, you know, that sauce that might have been in the can. And eating from a can is really not that healthy. I just haven't gotten to the point where I'm making fresh beans yet. So put in a ginormous handful of that. That's about a cup. Save a cup of the mix for the next time. Give it a stir. All right, that is looking amazing. Those beans are going to give us some protein. And other nutrients as well. and some tomatoes. I like my tomatoes firm. I used to use Roma tomatoes, but I switched brands. These are organic. And these are fantastic for cooking. They taste great. And they're also firm, so they'll hold up to some stirring and mixing. Won't get all mushy on me. Now, I love me some tomatoes now. I like to go ahead and put in about a whole tomato. Sure, why not? Did I forget to cut that? I did. I missed one. Haha, got it. Alright, give it a stir after every new ingredient. That smells good. Believe it or not, this looks like enough food for 2 or 3 people. But I'm going to eat the whole thing. When you're eating healthy, you can eat more food. Believe it or not, this is only going to fill me up for like 3 hours, maybe 4. I'll be ready to eat by 5:30, 6:30 again. No problem. All right, that's cooking. Sounds good. Now, as for spices, everybody's a little bit different, I suppose. I like a little Worcestershire sauce, just a sprinkle. I like a little Texas Pete. This, for me, is one of the key ingredients. Get a healthy dose of that on there. I put that stuff on everything. Alright, give it a stir. Looks good. I like to flatten it out a little bit just to get more of an even cook on it. Make sure everything gets done about the same time. We've been cooking for about 12 minutes. I'm going to try to have this done in 2 minutes. That's going to be 15 minutes flat from start to finish. And I'm going to put all my veggies up. You know what I forgot? Garlic. Oh boy, forgot my garlic. That's a no-no. I like to have garlic every day. Garlic is super healthy in a lot of ways. Tastes delicious. You can put it in so many different foods. Just clean off the little outer shell. Okay. Get down to the meat. I put it in a little bit late, so I'm going to go ahead and put a fine mince on it. One thing about garlic is you can make it a little chunkier if you want to, especially if you're doing something like garlic green beans, which I've got a recipe for, and I will post that later. But for this particular application, nice and fine is going to be what we want. And you can use quite a bit. I mean, you can use quarter of a whole clove in this particular recipe. I only have little ones in the bag for some reason, so I'm just going to put in a little bit light on garlic today. That's fine. Garlic's very healthy. Tastes amazing. Go ahead and put in as much as you like. Everything Everything's looking good. Final touch, I'm going to grind some fresh sea salt in here. Now I like salt. I'm a salt man. You need salt every day. You just need a healthy source of it. I also like Himalayan pink sea salt. I just don't have any in the grinder right now, so I'm using this pearl salt. Plenty of that on there. Pepper. Can't go wrong with pepper. Pepper's amazing. Put plenty of that on there. A little garlic powder. Spice it up. Now I know I've got fresh garlic in there right now, and that's fine. I like to add a little touch, just a little bit more. And for the first time, I'm going to use some turmeric, which is very healthy in a lot of ways. I'm not familiar with the taste, so I'm just going to use a little bit until I know how it tastes. Smells okay. And don't forget, it's healthy. You know, everything I eat, I want to be healthy. You know, promoting vitality, but also taste delicious, and also be quick and easy. All right, that's it. It's done. Only thing left now is to put it in a great big bowl and eat it. And that is a spicy veggie bowl. Now it gets a little bit juicy at the bottom. You can strain that out if you want to. But I like to pour it on top because it's got all those flavors in there. Woo! That's good eating right there. It's beautiful, tastes delicious, and it's healthy. Bon appetit.